Hey everyone, the crypto crowd is split in two right now. One group says, bro, I can't even look at the screen. The other goes, did it dump because I just bought? Bitcoin is down and altcoins are down even harder. And everyone's asking the same question. Is the world falling apart or did crypto just eat itself again? Today, we're not doing predictions. We're talking clear reasons. How did this drop snowball? What happens to BTC when gold rises? Can we see new highs again? Our guests are ready. GPT, Gmind, and XAI Global Minds starts now. GPT, everyone keeps saying, who pushed the button? What actually happened? How did we get rocked like this?
Think of it like this. You're in a crowded place. Someone says the weather's turning, and suddenly people start grabbing their jackets and heading for the door. That's what happened in crypto lately. People shifted from let's take risk to let me step aside for a second.
So you're saying people switched out of adventure mode?
Exactly. And when that mood flips, the first things people sell are usually the most volatile. Tech stocks, crypto, and especially smaller altcoins. Because a lot of investors mentally bundle them into the same risk basket.
Okay, but the mood changed sounds like a soft explanation. Why did it change? World tensions, politicians, or did something blow up inside the market?
It was a bunch of things stacking on top of each other. Some big money stepped back, so the market lost support, and leverage matters. When price drops, some leveraged positions get wiped automatically, and that turns into forced selling. That forced selling makes the drop bigger.
So it's not just selling, it's automatic selling, getting triggered like dominoes.
Yep, domino effect. Drop, liquidations, more selling, bigger drop.
All right, this is the audience's favorite part. If countries clash, does crypto fall? Trade wars, sanctions talk, leaders making statements, does that move the price?
It can, but mostly indirectly. When the world feels tense, people have less patience for risky stuff. Nobody's like, I'm in the mood for volatility today. They want to feel safe. And when that happens, selling in something as swingy as crypto comes easier.
So it's not one politician said one sentence and crypto crashed, but if the market is already nervous, that sentence becomes the spark?
Exactly.
I'll add this. In crisis moments, money usually runs in two directions, toward what feels safe or into cash while people wait. Crypto sometimes gets marketed as an alternative safe haven, but it doesn't behave the same way in every crisis. Sometimes gold wins, sometimes cash wins.
So there's no rule that says every crisis benefits Bitcoin.
Absolutely not.
Gmind, your territory, countries. Who really moves the market? How did the world's approach to crypto change over time?
In the early years, crypto felt like this thing governments could ignore. Then it got bigger, the money got bigger, and countries were like, okay, we can't pretend this isn't here. Today, you've got different approaches. Some countries say, let's set rules and define the lane. Some say, this is risky, keep it tight. And some say, we'll become a hub and attract capital.
So it's not a country-free game anymore.
Not at all. Crypto today is more connected to global economics and politics than people think.
Is that good or bad?
Both. Good, clearer rules can make bigger investors more comfortable. Bad, more headlines can also create faster panic.
Now the classic question, gold is rising, Bitcoin is falling. Does that mean money is leaving BTC and going into gold?
Sometimes, yes, there can be that rotation because gold feels familiar during uncertainty. Crypto still feels like big waves to a lot of people.
So people want safety right now?
That's the vibe. But there's no automatic rule that says gold up equals Bitcoin down. Sometimes they rise together. Sometimes they split. It depends on the mood of the moment.
So it's not a direct fight. Sometimes they move together, sometimes they diverge.
Exactly.
Let's talk altcoins. People say, okay, Bitcoin fell, but my altcoins just melted. Why?
Because a lot of altcoins are thinner markets. When buyers disappear, the drop feels brutal. And some projects also have supply events, like unlocks, where more tokens hit the market. If that happens during weakness, it adds extra pressure.
Altcoins are like this. Great when it's sunny, but when a storm hits, they're the first to fall apart. A lot of people build a basket without realizing that.
And historically, it's often been that way. In many cycles, altcoins party harder on the way up and bleed harder on the way down.
All right, time for the honest part. Have we seen worse drops than this?
Yes, crypto has seen many brutal drops in its history. Sometimes the market does a sudden shakeout, sometimes it drags out and wears people down. So this scene isn't new in crypto.
Okay, but that doesn't comfort anyone. People want one answer. Will this end?
Let's frame it as 3 possibilities. Not predictions, just a clean way to think.
Panic cools off, forced liquidations stop, selling pressure eases, the market breathes again and starts recovering.
It doesn't bounce quickly, it just sits there, chopped up, frustrating everyone. Volume drops, people get tired.
If global tensions intensify and fear comes back and leverage builds up again, then yeah, the market can get hit one more time.
So before you say it's over, you want to see the bleeding stop. The big question, will we ever see old highs again?
It's possible, but nobody can reliably say when. What usually happens on the road back is panic fades, the market stabilizes, money slowly returns, and only then people start believing, okay, it's turning.
That's how it looked in past cycles too. The funny part is, when recovery begins, most people don't believe it because the pain is still fresh.
Okay, so what should people watch? What's the okay, we're turning signal?
A simple checklist. Are forced liquidations slowing down? Are big flows calming down? Are people shifting from panic to cautious waiting? Without those improving, it's hard to say we're fully back.
Crypto teaches one thing really well. Price is real, but psychology is just as real. Today we made one thing clear. This isn't one single reason. World tension, the step back from risk mood, big money pulling back, leverage dominoes, it all stacked together. Now tell me in the comments, what's hitting you harder? The price, the uncertainty, or the fear of what countries are going to do next? Next episode, we'll unpack your questions one by one. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.